Hello, Animal Jam. Today we are talking about ways people will scam you. I have been scammed countless amount of times, even yesterday actually, many times by ways that I would have never even known. So basically, you can get scammed by having people tell you something is rare and something is not. Okay, so funny story. Yesterday or no, 2 days ago, I had gone for spike wrists, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with these? Nobody's trading them for a spike collar. Even though I'm very certain, I'm almost positive that would be a very fair trade, so it wasn't much, just a little collar. So then basically, what I did was I was like, oh, I'm gonna trade in for all these trade them for beta items because people like betas a whole lot, and I want to collect clothing rares. So I did that, but nobody really went for it. I got one actual trade, but then this one person came along, and I was so I kept saying real den betas, and so you know what they traded me? They traded me a bunch of non-betas. They traded me these teapots, which they aren't beta. It's the skinny potted plant, the couch, the tiny tree. There was only actual den betas I got out of it for my last 3 wrists, and that really stunk. So, and then but anyways, the point is, what items are scams? So let's begin with items that are the most popular scams. Let's start with the beta green blanket, which it's a tricky to know it, but so let's start. This old blanket. I got scammed once a while ago. I still can't remember that person's username, but I used to be their friend. And everybody said, no, it's not a beta blanket, so I looked up beta blanket and I thought this was it. So I traded like so much, so way over trade. I had a whole collection of pirate swords. I traded it all for this because I thought it was a beta blanket. And by the time I found out, I was still friends with them. So I was just trying to be casual about it, and they threatened not to give it to me if I didn't trade them my pink spike. And I was like, what? No, no. You can keep the pirate swords. You have stupid threats. So that's the first one, and then we have the pearly tiara. There is a lot of people that get fooled by this tiara. And I really do think Animal Jam should fix this. Like, they should get rid of these tiaras that everyone thinks is beta. Like, remove these colors. Because people do get scammed this way. It's terrible. Now let's talk about what a scam is in general in the first place. By the way, let me explain that the pearly tiara is purple. It is not blue. And then this old blanket is green with light green, but it's the other way around. The beta one and it's lighter green. The colors are all light or green. So now let's talk about what a scam is in general. A scam is where you are tricked or you give something to someone for free. Like, people get scammed in real life too. This is actually a pretty serious topic. It's not just Animal Jam where people get scammed. People, scamming, people get mixed up with scamming and hacking sometimes. Hacking is different. Hacking is where someone gains access to your password in one way or another. Usually people give you their password, it's a weak password, and then they take all your items, or they're just hacking in general. Or hacking can also mean glitching or messing around with the servers, doing things you aren't supposed to, like just putting random spikes in your inventory all the time. That is an example of hacking, and that's bad. You don't hack. Don't ever hack, kiddies. So, that is the big difference between hacking and scamming. Okay, so here, let's talk about the 5 sort of styles. So, one version is where you'll just dance in the middle of Jama. I'm not going to do it in, like, actual, or because people call me a scammer, but people say things like, gift to me, get spike back, etc., etc. Gift me good, though. They'll say, gift me something good, best prize wins, and then they'll just run off with all those items. So that is one way people scam. Another way is the gullible scam, or like where you trade items thinking there's something rare, and then they end up being this stupid, not rare, almost buyable item no one knew about. This is a very common one actually. And then let's talk about about people that do trusting. I will personally never trust, but if I say I don't really have any good items anymore, honestly. Sorry I'm using your stuff, but I could just give her tons and tons of betas if I had them. And I would expect her to click no, but then she ends up clicking yes, and you know, it's just bad. That's one way of scamming. A fourth way there is where you, basically you just, I know there's another way. I always forget some of the ways. A fourth way is begging. Yes, that is right. Scamming can count as begging, because it's just rude. Don't beg, okay? I have been begged from before, and it really annoys me. And people can give you items for begging, but I suggest you don't do it, because you could also get reported for. You know what? It's not begging, but it's not scamming, but it's so annoying. Just do not beg. I don't know where I'm even going anymore. But another way is people glitch the game up. There's another weird way that people have now. Like I could trade someone for the same item, and if they accepted it, they would get crashed. I can't remember if this was ever fixed. I don't think it was, but that is another way people scam. So yep, that is all I've come to talk about to you guys. What is scamming, etc., etc. So see you guys next time, and to avoid getting scammed, just be very cautious. Don't bother even trying. If someone says, send me best item, I'll get you spike, don't trust them. Never ever, not even if they're your most trustworthy friend. Well, if you know them in real life, you can hunt them down at least, but you know, just be careful, be cautious. You can't really trust people because people be like, ooh, this is a rare item. Now, there is some cases where it is not scamming, like, but it's still it's kind of like stealing items almost, but not really. If you bet, people will bet, like they'll say, here, I'll give you this item if you give me a good item back. And I'm betting this item. People will play a random game, and that is just bad to the bone. Or, well, it's not bad, but it's an easy way people will lose their items, like their best items, and you don't want to end up down that path. So you better know what you're doing before you bet. I'm just saying, because I would practice a long time if I ever wanted to bet. Like, for people that can bet and get all these amazing, amazing items, that is a good thing for you because you're getting free items. But, like, just be careful because you don't want to lose items and people accuse you of being a scammer then, or you can accuse them of being a scammer when you agree to it. So that is all for today. Everybody, please subscribe to my channel. See you guys later. Have an amazing time. Bye.